Who is the new general manager of SmackDown? We're gonna find out next. This is your co-main event of the evening, and it is for the heavyweight championship of the world. Spear out of the gate, and a spear. Big E Langston looking to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. No, what? Spear on! The official at the wrong place at the wrong time. And now Langston sending him to the rope. Full speed ahead, and oh! Spear crash and burn goes Big E. Oh, come on, no. Choke slam through the announce table. Strowman has him up over his shoulder again. Power slam! Braun Strowman is your new heavyweight. What? Oh, what? Come on. That's going to be slapped with a massive five. Wait. Godson! Langston, and a new official inside the ring. I don't think Big E knows what just happened. Oh, and a spear. He'll take a vulnerable Strowman any day. This has to be it. Big E Langston, what? He is the strength of Langston. Big ending. That big ending is the end of this match, and to retain the heavyweight championship.
Still World Heavyweight Champion, Big E.
Wait a minute. Anderson with payback with the gun stun. He turned his back on his best friend. He's forced his tag team partner to walk away from SmackDown Live. Karl Anderson has that one chance to shine on his own. Will he leave as the World Heavyweight Champion?
The commander-in-chief who sees through the glamour and grief can't pamper the answer with cancerous speech from a city that's dirtier than janitor's teeth. Get your restraining order, bargain with the cops, but just remember, it ain't over till it stops.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SmackDown Live. What? That familiar music blaring throughout the arena. It's Edge, and he's been named the new general manager of SmackDown Live, and I cannot believe what I am seeing. For the first time since Summerslam Year 3, the Rated R Superstar is back in the WWE, and he is the man in charge of the blue brand, and the sold-out crowd here in Long Island cannot believe their eyes. First Stone Cold being in charge of Raw, and now Edge in charge of SmackDown. The Rated R Superstar is back. What a coup Shawn Michaels has pulled. And now he's the man in charge. That's right, the WWE Draft is back on the next episode of Raw. Oh, come on now. What is this? The music of Karl Anderson. Karl Anderson interrupting the new general manager. And for what reason? The man knows no bounds. The disrespect. That's right. So what's the problem? Uh-oh. Probably should have kept your butt in the back, Karl. Edge has his attention focused on you. Whoa! The machine gun will run the gauntlet tonight. And against 3 men who went to war at Summerslam in Brooklyn. You might lose that argument, Karl. So if Karl Anderson loses 3 times out of 3, the winner or winners, yep, that confirms it will be added to the championship match and possibly make it either a triple threat, a fatal 4-way, or a fatal 5-way. Man. Anderson looks pissed. Anderson must run the gauntlet tonight, but oh, come on, Karl. Think about this, Karl. He is your boss, and there will be repercussions if you just so happen to put your hands on the general manager. If you even think about he's walking this way. Oh! Big E Langston with some payback for SummerSlam. What a spear. Anderson grabbing his midsection. He might be hurt, but he runs the gauntlet tonight. Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze isn't here to compete. He's still banged up from Sunday, but according to Prince Pretty, he's here to scout the competition. For the first time since overcoming Becky Lynch at SummerSlam, the new WWE Women's Champion Asuka will be here tonight, and she has been given a live mic. Her showing on Sunday was out of this world, and tonight she sent a message to the entire division. But that's later tonight, as we are now on the cusp for some hard-hitting tag team action. The former tag team champions, The Revival, is on Smackdown Live.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 446 pounds, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, The Revival.
The former tag team champions haven't had the most success as of late, and now that the tag team titles are under one division, there is now a crowded playing field to get a crack at those titles. And believe me when I tell you, they will resort to what brought them to the dance in the first place to pick up the win here tonight and possibly earn themselves in high consideration and contention for those tag team titles. And whatever that is, they are going to need it, because they might call themselves the top guys. Tonight, they have the task of going toe-to-toe with the top dogs in the division. That's right, the WWE Tag Team Champions, Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane, 2/3 of Sanity. Whoa, look at this. The focus.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 567 pounds, the WWE Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane, Sanity.
Under the guidance of Eric Young, Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane took SmackDown Live by storm, including their incredible showing against the Authors of Pain at Summerslam, which was called by the immensely talented Third Strike Entertainment. And tonight, Sanity is looking to strike down upon Dawson and Wilder to ensure that the controlled chaos is in their favor. And speaking of favor, we have yet to learn of the participants for the gauntlet match later tonight. Whoever wins against Karl Anderson will be added to the World Championship match at Ground Zero. And speaking of this, do you think the Revival has any chances of victory tonight? Ask Sanity, they have 0 chances. 15 minutes will be on the clock for this incredible non-title match that I am sure that you will enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Give your bold predictions down in the description, or excuse me, the comment section and the live chat. Sanity is ready to fight. Both men hyping each other up. As I've said, 15 minutes on the clock. And here we go. Both of these men trying to play mind games with one another, trying to get into the head of the other. Oh, and Wilder gaining an upper hand on this exchange with that uppercut to the chin of Wolf. A victory tonight over the tag team champions could possibly put them in strong contention to those titles. That's if the Uso doesn't have anything to say about that, as that lariat in the corner floors Wolf. And speaking of the Usos, their issues with Sanity has been well documented because of what went down between the two teams at SummerSlam. Wilder ducks out of the way, goes for the back elbow but misses, and Wolf connects with that shot to the midsection and a baseball drop kick to the face. Whatever momentum was there, Wolf wants it going his way as he shoots down and strikes him down with that boot to the side of the cranium. Many people would say they got it easy at SummerSlam because they were facing a less than 100% Authors of Pain and old Wolf right of the eyes, while others think they pulled out all the stops to win, just like that with the swinging neck breaker. Wolf shoots the half, looking to put this one away early. No, barely a 1 at this stage. The Usos left their mark on Sunday, laying out the champions, basically making them vulnerable, similar to that enziguri to the side of the head. Wolf makes the tag. Dane is now the legal man. And Wilder is trapped, and Wolf with the European uppercut. The massive Dane not only chokeslammed Jimmy Uso through our announce table on Sunday, but he speared Razor through the barricade, meaning Wilder might want to fight out of the hands of this dangerous monster, and he does with those back elbows to the side of the cranium. No, that shot barely phases him. Now Dane's reeling in the corner. Repeated shoulder strikes in the corner. Oh, and a shot to the back. Now Dane is down. Wilder is going to have to assess this situation at hand, and that's why it seems that very few strikes phase the Beast of Belfast. You might want to try something else, because that sick smile is creeping across the face of Dane, and that is your receipt. Oh, the massive frame of Dane might have just knocked him silly. Oh, that shot knee. That might have done the trick as well. Scott Dawson knows his team is in trouble, begging for the tag. Oh, and Dane making sure nothing of the sort happens. This has become a 2-on-1 situation. Wilder has been under some serious fire. Oh! Those kicks to the midsection followed up by a sickening clothesline might have knocked some fire out of him. Wolf once again legal in this match. Double shoulder tackle. You can see the worry in the eyes of Dawson as his partner has been through hell at this point in the match, and he finally makes the tag. Dawson knows he's got his back against the wall, similar to Primo on Raw against the Usos, and Dawson saying, if you're going to take me down, you're going to have to you'll have to know that I took a piece of you with me. Dawson is feeling it. He knows he's in trouble in this 2-on-1 situation. Oh, knee to the midsection. And the Wild Wolf with the flying net breaker. Wilder still recovering as Wolf heads to the top. Throws caution to the wind with that senton. Wolf is on fire at the moment, and the crowd can feel what he's about to do next. Sit out. Power bomb. The Revival on the cusp of tasting another defeat. No. Wolf can't believe Scott Dawson just kicked out of his power bomb. Not many can lay claim to that feat. Wilder is back up, but barely there as he took quite the beating. But Dawson is not in a good position either. Makes the tag. He has him up. Oh, look at this. Power slam suplex combo. The champion sending a strong message to the entire tag team division. Will he pick up the win in less than 10 minutes? No. Dawson continues to stay in this fight. The Revival lost their titles back in June at King of the Ring, and they will not rest until they are proven to be the kings of this division. Dawson is now in the grasp of a man who will give King Kong Hitmon for his money with that Unster plantation. Sanity to walk away with the win. No, broken up, and Wilder puts the official in the way of Wolf. And now we have no official for the moment. Chaos is sure to ensue. The official recovers just as Dane made sure this is a 2-on-1 situation. And now he has him up with that running power slam. Don't take your eyes off Wolf for 1 second. Diving head, but Sanity with the win following their first match as undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. Wilder tried to get back in, but he wasn't quick enough.
Here are your winners, Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane. Sanity.
SummerSlam was their turning point, and damn, this is the team that tries to step to them and take their titles. Sanity is on a roll as the undisputed WWE. Wait a minute. What is this? The Usos. Just as I mentioned, they are not fans of Sanity for getting involved in family business. The Usos want a shot at those tag team titles. The bloodline means business, as I've stated on Raw. There's Edge talking to another official. And wait a minute. Dolph Ziggler. He wants a match tonight. Oof. We all did. He missed Money in the Bank because of it. Whoa. Edge not holding any punches back on his first night. Next week, if Ziggler loses, he's fired. But that's if he even remains on SmackDown Live after next week's. Well, the future of the show off is on the line next week. But tonight, this woman's future is set in stone, because in a matter of moments, we will hear from the undisputed WWE Women's Champion, the Empress, Asuka. She overcame a very serious challenge from Becky Lynch, who went on record quoting former General Manager Ric Flair, "To be the man, you got to beat the man." And at SummerSlam, the Empress beat the man. Ever since coming up from NXT to SmackDown Live, Asuka has been on a tear, defeating the likes of Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, Naomi, just to name a few. And the icing on the cake to her going unpinned or unsubmitted at this point was her leaving Brooklyn as the women's champion. The crowd here in Long Island showing their appreciation for the woman in all of WWE. The Empress is lethal in the ring. Now she has the opportunity to have a live mic, and I'm honestly interested in what she has to say. There's the mic in hand. It's about to go down. Indeed, she wasn't. Asuka will fight everyone on Raw, SmackDown Live. The women's division are united. Including this woman. She returned following a match at Summerslam and got her revenge on Becky Lynch for costing her months of her career. Sasha Banks is back, and she's interrupting the champion. These two had a brief interaction in Brooklyn. But why is she out here now? I guess no one can really question that. Everyone is enjoying it. Sasha eyeing the championship, basically claiming her shot at the gold. This is a match I've been wanting to see, personally. Straight to the point. Sasha confirmed what I stated. And wait a minute, Naomi. She's talking about Sasha. Oh, not holding any punches back when she's talking. I don't know what's gotten into Naomi in recent weeks, but she's clearly outnumbered, and she thinks she's going to try and fight both Asuka and Sasha. Now she's changing her mind, I guess. I guess she knows she's in a disadvantage, and she knows she will not. Oh, wait, what the hell? Sasha just laid out the champion. Oh, you got to be kidding me. This is all a setup. Naomi and Sasha are no strangers to one another. Asuka appeared to be willing to give her a shot at the gold out of respect. But now, I don't know. The champion is down as Sasha left her mark with that backstabber. Last week we saw the shocking return of Daniel Bryan coming to the aid of Kevin Owens, and at SummerSlam it was announced that he will return to the ring full time. But before that, he will go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar at Worlds Collide Invasion. And next week, he has been given some time to address his opponent for the Tokyo Dome. Daniel Bryan, next week on SmackDown Live. Oh, Edge. He's talking to Sasha. Oh. Oh. Ember Moon versus Becky and Sasha versus Bayley on Raw. Nonchalant, but starting next week, we will have a series of matches to crown a #1 contender for the WWE Women's Championship. And speaking of championships and Ground Zero, this next match, or matches I should say, could change the World Championship match as we know it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring by way of Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 213 pounds, Karl Anderson.
The machine gun with a taped up midsection after a run-in with the World Heavyweight Champion was very vocal about Edge being named General Manager earlier tonight, and Edge was vocal about his displeasure of the way Anderson was named challenger for Big E Langston, which leads us to this gauntlet match, where if Anderson makes his way through all three, the match at Ground Zero remains a singles match. But if he loses 3 times out of 3, the winners will be added to the championship match. And okay, I just heard Edge in my headset that the first participant demanded to go first. He basically held Edge at point saying, I will go first. And it's someone you can't say no to. And that's why, because the first participant is the man who was screwed out of the title by Karl Anderson at SummerSlam. It's time for war.
Weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
This year's King of the Ring was on the verge of winning the World Heavyweight Championship in Brooklyn, but in many people's eyes, he lost his temper and cost himself when he took out the official, and that opened the door for the machine gun to fire a shot at his chances even further. But if you know anything about dealing with monsters, especially this one, it's that if you fire at them, you better make sure the shot is fatal. And in his case, you're going to have to take 2 shots. This ruckus crowd on their feet in Long Island. The gauntlet match starts right now. 10 minutes on the clock for this first match. The final match will have an additional 5 minutes added. Anderson's back against the wall, and here we go. Karl Anderson defeated Finn Balor at Judgment Day to earn Balor's rematch clause, and he cashed it in for Ground Zero. This match could change, I know, but of course, Anderson will force Strowman to do things on his time. Strowman is somehow showing patience, and if I were Anderson, I wouldn't hang out too long, because a countout still counts as a loss, and that would turn the match into a triple threat in Philly. Anderson continuing with the mind games. He knows Strowman wants to destroy him and give him his receipt for that gun stun on Sunday. Nope. Like it or not, Anderson is playing smart, keeping the distance between himself and Braun. Yep, because he knows he has 2 more matches immediately following this, and Strowman is laughing. but also, and again, it's like playing a game of cat and mouse at this point. And now Strowman is sort of losing his patience right now, and Anderson is loving it. Again. And Strowman is losing his patience, and Anderson knows it. Oh! Anderson takes advantage as the official was inserting his authority, but Strowman isn't leaving his feet. You saw what he did with Big E. Oh, and the drop kick. You should know to stay on him, and that's why. He has him a little railed off right now, but you might want to stay on him. Oh, and that's why. Because he has him by the throat now, and a shot to the midsection to the damaged ribs, courtesy of the Big E spear. And again, just because. Anderson knows he's in trouble. And, that might not have been smart. Braun is pissed, and Anderson's life is flashing before his eyes. Again, playing cat and mouse with a pissed off monster. Oh, a drop kick, and that took Strowman off his feet. Strowman now fighting for his life on the outside, because as I've stated, if you shoot at a monster, you have to make sure it's fatal. Oh, bouncing him off the barricade. Referee at the count of 5. Anderson back in, and of course, he will take a count-out victory over the monster. The official at the count of 7. Oh, somehow you might want to turn around. And oh, he has him up. You don't like this view? Running power slam. Strowman the head on the ground zero. No. Anderson's foot was under the bottom rope. Oh, Anderson somehow is fighting his way through the pain and going for the leg. And now he's trying to take the fight. Ducks out of the way. Oh, Strowman swatted him away like a fly in his face. Oh, like a truck. Strowman just ran over Anderson. And now the machine gun is on the cusp of being dismantled by a very angry King of the Jungle. Snake Eyes. And he's not done. Back body drop. Strowman is making Anderson suffer for his hand in him not being World Heavyweight Champion right now. Walking around like he's a big bear holding his catch of the day. And another Snake Eyes in the corner. Anderson at this point is probably saying his prayers because he knows he's in serious trouble. Strowman going for another shot, and Anderson ducks. And no, once again, he has the monster reeling, but not for long. Now he's reeling some more. And oh, Anderson is sent crashing to the outside. Oh, and the kick to the midsection. And where is he going? He do realize if he's counted out, then Strowman is added to the World Heavyweight Championship match at Ground Zero, right? Running from him now won't do anything in the long run. Oh, connects with that uppercut, but that might have just pissed off Strowman even further. The referee at the count of 5. Both men got to get back in if they want to win this. I don't know the consequences if there's a draw. And Strowman sending him back to the other side the hard way. Oh! Off the steel steps. Referee at the count of 8. Strowman is down. The referee, Anderson, of course, is going to take the count out. The count of 9. Anderson is about to defeat Braun Strowman. No. The monster makes it in just before the count of 10, and the machine gun is furious. Gun stun. Shades of SummerSlam. Anderson beats Braun Strowman. No, was that even a 2 count? Anderson can't believe it. He knows he has to stay on him, and he looks like he wants to go for it again. He does. Gun stun. Karl Anderson has Strowman in a very rare position, and it looks like he's about to do it for a 3rd time. Gun stun. No. Strowman has him up. Running power slam. No ropes in sight. Braun Strowman defeats Karl Anderson. It is now a triple threat match at Ground Zero.
Here is your winner, Braun Strowman.
Karl Anderson's night has not been great whatsoever. And it looks like it's far from over because he has about a minute to recover from that power slam, because his second opponent is none other than a man who has all the confidence and bragging rights in the world, the Big Goose.
Accompanied by Rikishi from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
Flanked by his uncle Rikishi, Roman Reigns is entering this match with the opportunity, the same as Strowman. A win over Karl Anderson will grant him a spot in the World Heavyweight Championship match at Ground Zero. All because the machine gun got on the wrong side of the new general manager. As you can see, Roman is banged up from the I Quit match on Sunday, but not as banged up as Seth Rollins, who suffered a separated shoulder among other injuries. And his return to the ring is still up for question. But another question being, is Karl Anderson going to be able to hang with Roman after not only being speared early on in the show, but for being manhandled by Braun Strowman moments ago? Strowman has left the ringside area. What's going on? He already got what he came for. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's Roman's turn to get a crack at Karl Anderson. What is going on? This happened on Sunday, and now it's happening again. Who is doing this? Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to fix this, like now. Anyway, 10 minutes on the clock as stated. The final match will have 5 extra minutes. And quite frankly, Anderson brought this on himself. There's the bell, and here we go. Both men are pretty banged up, but not as much as Karl Anderson, who knows at this point he's in a fight. Oh, and there he goes, striking first and striking hard. Oh, kick to the midsection, and an uppercut flooring the machine gun, asserting his dominance over Karl Anderson, who is still struggling to his feet. Oh, sending him crashing to the floor. And speaking of the World Heavyweight Championship, Big E Langston, who made his presence felt early on, injuring Anderson's ribs in the process. Anderson now like a sitting duck. Leaping lariat. Might have just ripped his head off. Good grief. The presence of the World Heavyweight Champion has to be on the back of both men's mind. The match is already a triple threat. If the Big Goose wins, the chances of winning drops down even further. Roman sending him back inside. Somewhere Edge is watching on backstage with a big smile on his face, because he didn't like the way Karl Anderson became #1 contender. And now he's in this gauntlet match. Oh! Repeated lariats and a sickening clothesline. This gauntlet match was thrown together because of Anderson's mouth. Oh, shades of how he treated Seth Rollins on Sunday Samoan drop. Walking around like he was carrying a trophy. Oh, shoots that. This match will now be a fatal 4-way. No, Anderson. You kind of saw a sigh of relief on the face of Big E Langston, who's still watching on. No, Reigns unleashing on Anderson with those closed fists and a kick to the injured ribs to rub salt in the wound. Rikishi shouting, "End this!" And that might do it. Superman punch. Fresh off his victory in the I Quit match, Reigns is looking to get a crack at the World Heavyweight Championship. Anderson struggling to his feet. Spear, no! Anderson with a leap of faith avoiding that spear. Gun stun. Karl Anderson to defeat Roman Reigns and keep it a triple threat match at Ground Zero. No. Anderson is starting to doubt himself. And what is he going through? What is going through his mind? And what is going through the mind of this man who, as he watches on, because his chances of retaining slims down if more men are added to this match. Anderson knows he's going to have to stay on him, or at least withstand him for the next 7 or so minutes, because if this match ends in a draw, I don't think Roman is going to Ground Zero. Missed with that move. Oh! Kick to the side of the face. Karl Anderson's trying his best to stay in this match. Knee to the back of the neck. Missed with that move. But Roman didn't miss with that spear. Is it enough to secure Roman's spot at Ground Zero? Yes, it is. Much to the dismay of Big E Langston. Man.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns.
The World Championship match at Ground Zero is now a fatal 4-way match. I thought you guys fixed this. What is going on? As I was saying, okay, this is going to stop. The World Championship match at Ground Zero is now a fatal 4-way match. And oh wait, we almost forgot. There is one more match for Karl Anderson here tonight.
From Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Kevin Owens.
Another man who went through a war on Sunday in the Money in the Bank ladder match. The United States Champion is here to keep his promise and fight his way to Big E Langston and that World Heavyweight title, and keep his promise to Sami Zayn that he will avenge his loss at Judgment Day. And oh, come on. Big E does not want this man to be added face first off the steel steps. The official is ejecting him, and rightfully so. Kevin might be hurting more than he already is. Like it or not, he's right for the picking. But Owens not backing down. He's telling the officials to ring the damn bell, and he does. Anderson knows, despite going through hell with both Strowman and Reigns, he's the fresher man compared to Owens. And if he has to, he will stay on him. And I don't like Owens' chances at this point. Oh, and a kick to the back, to that same back that was powerbomb on the ladder by Harper, sending him into the corner. Oh, continuing to target that back. Snake eyes. Owens not quite quick on his feet, if you can clearly see why. 15-minute time limit for this final match, our main event of the broadcast. Anderson with his main target at the moment after connecting with that big boot. Anderson not playing around whatsoever. And now, targeting the injured shoulder of Owens. And he was, as I've said, powerbombed among other things on that ladder by Harper. And Anderson knows if he tears into that, his chances of winning is higher than ever. Is Anderson keeping Owens out of the World Championship match? No! I don't even think he can believe what he's seeing, and neither can I. Going for the cover again. Anderson to keep it a fatal 4-way. No, his Owens refuses to stay down. And you can't deny the heart of this man despite the match on Sunday and the attack from Big E moments before the match. And Owens staying in this. Sunset flipping to the roll-up. Owens looking to advance to Ground Zero and make it a fatal 5-way. Not quite. That was 2.99. But that super kick hit its mark. Will Anderson be 0 for 3 as Owens stomps on the injured midsection? The tides are now changing. Anderson got the early jump, but for how much longer? Oh, and another super kick, but this time it looked like he got him right in the ribs. Anderson is gasping for air right now, and it has to be hard to breathe. Anderson saw him coming, sending him shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Chest bump, changing his tune and sending him to the outside. And doing it further the hard way, shoulder tackle, and Owens' landing was quite brutal. And speaking of brutal, that might do it further. The AA spine buster, shades of the enforcer. Despite the injured ribs and the run and the power slam and the spear he suffered, Anderson is fighting through the pain. He getting back into that gear because he knows he got this one in the bag. Taking his time. Oh, shot to the face. Speaking of bags, every superstar on this roster as well as Raw and NXT's names will be thrown in a bag when the WWE Draft returns next week on Raw. No one is exempt. Champions can change. It all happens on Raw. And oh man, the landing is as if Anderson is toying around with Kevin. He still hasn't recovered from that spine buster on the outside. He has him reeling again in the corner. Went for the European, but nobody home. Super kick. Owens will not be denied. He's doing this for Sammy. He knows if he wins, he's one step closer to the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, no. DDT from the top rope. Anderson is counting the lights if he's even conscious. Owens slapping himself and stepping into another gear. Owens thinking of something else. Knee to the back of the head. Owen knows he's on his way to that match. He knows he is one step closer to fulfilling his promise to both Sammy and the WWE Universe and get Big E Langston and get that World Heavyweight title. Going for the pop-up powerbomb. No, Anderson stops him in his tracks with a knee to the face. European. Owens now rolling out, creating some space, which is smart strategy if you are as damaged and injured as Owens. But Anderson is not going to let it last long though. Missed with that shot. Gun stun on the floor. Owens is out. He is out like a light. Anderson knows he's on the cusp of winning, much to the dismay of the fans in attendance. Oh, wait a minute. Strowman. Braun Strowman's back out here. I guess he didn't get enough of Anderson just yet. He might want to get back inside because if he's counted out, Owens is added to the match at Ground Zero. But he can't take his eyes off of Braun Strowman for some reason. Oh, pop-up power bomb! Owens fought through the pain to connect, and now he's going to Philly to fulfill his promise.
Here is your winner, Kevin Owens.
Anderson, fatal five-way. Thanks to Karl Anderson's big mouth, the World Heavyweight Championship will now be contested in a fatal five-way match at Ground Zero. Owens continues to celebrate with the WWE fans, but it looks like Strowman isn't done as he has his eyes laser focused on Karl Anderson. He's going after Anderson, but the machine gun slips out. And now he's hightailing it out of the arena. And I honestly don't blame him. He's already injured enough. And his chances of winning the world title is slim. Behind you, Big E going for the spear. No, a knee to the face. Big E was trying to sneak up behind Strowman, but caught a knee and stopped him in his tracks. Oh, shades of SummerSlam. Running power slam. Braun Strowman was screwed on Sunday. Now he has one more shot. Are we looking at the next World Heavyweight Champion? Oh, wait. Oh! Kevin Owens just took out the monster. We are out of time. Kevin Owens with the last laugh tonight.